subscribe. Darling Radio. Watch and subscribe.
Let's get Jermaine.
Yeah, Tariq, I was trying to get on when you had that revenues dude here. They killed me with this. Oh, we got our own country, but you ain't here. You in our shit.
Right, right.
And another thing I want to touch on is I got a Jamaican homeboy, and and every time I ask him, is you ever gonna go back to Jamaica or whatever? He be like, man, I ain't going back around them. That's what he be saying. He said, man, he got here. He said he became conscious in America, and it's hard for him to go back to live around that coonery. He said that be going on out there.
Man,
So that's all I wanted to touch on, though. I'm gonna go
man.
back in the background.
Thank you so much, brother. But yeah, like I said, listen, a lot of them, people like Revenue and others, they got a problem with us acknowledging indigenous lineage. And we're not saying that we're all in, we're mixed. We had an ethnogenesis because a lot of the tether class, they be on TikTok lying. Listen, the FBAs, they said they ain't African at all. They is Native American, and I want to debunk that. So they got just thousands of videos of them debunking fake narratives that nobody said. And there is a lot of clout chasing. Listen, for the 1,000th time, foundational Black Americans, yes, we have African DNA, we have African ancestry. Many of us have also Native Indigenous ancestry. We do. We had an ethnogenesis here. We had an ethnogenesis here on this land. We became a new group. We became a new lineage. That's what makes us foundational Black Americans. So we're not generic Africans. We're not denying African ancestry. Some people say some people ain't got no African ancestry in me. I know Waka Flocka, he was like, yeah, I'm from this Indian tribe. I ain't got none. Look, I have African DNA. Many of us do. But I'm not a continental African. I'm a foundational Black American. It's not hard. Just like a damn Jamaican, they got African DNA, but they had an ethnogenesis and they're now Jamaican. But the thing is, a lot of them have an issue with us acknowledging our ethnogenesis because, see, that challenges the whole Pan-African narrative, you see. And that, to them, they think it undermines their immigrant identity leverage. You see, because, see, they'll lean on that direct African lineage, you see. And if we can claim African and indigenous roots in America, you see, now we have something exclusive. You see, and then that diminishes that whole pure African thing because, see, they need us to be generic Africans. It's very imperative so that we are generic Africans so that they can feel like they have a superiority thing over us. The continental Africans and a lot of the Caribbeans who retain a lot of Africanness in the Caribbean. Bobby Hemmett used to talk about this. He talked about how a lot of the Caribbeans actually retain a lot of things from Africa, even though they had somewhat of an ethnogenesis. So if we are some watered down generic African, they can claim to be more African than us. Myron Gaines said that before, by the way. Myron Gaines was like, I'm more African American than them niggas. And he's an anti Black piece of crap racist. So this is why the term foundational Black American bothers people like him, because, see, now they can't play that game on us. You see? And also, when we use the term foundational Black American and we admit that we had established roots in America before the transatlantic slave trade, see, that kind of contradicts the idea that all of us are just descendants of slave exports from Africa. So it forces a more nuanced conversation about foundational Black American ethnogenesis. about our resilience and our autonomy. See, that really kills the whole we're kind of sort of immigrants narrative, because see, they like to sit up and play the whole game. Well, all of us are immigrants, y'all too. The only real people are the red Native Americans, which basically they've been absorbed into either white society, Mexican society, and black society. Let's be real. The Native Americans, many of them today, they classify themselves as white or black. If they've been absorbed into white society, what makes you think they weren't absorbed in black society? You see? So we got to really, really understand where all this stuff comes from. Let's get Miss Boykin. Miss Boykin, hop on in, Miss Boykin. Miss Boykin Spaniel. Hop on in, Miss Boykin.
Hi, good early morning. How are
I'm
you?
good. How are you, ma'am?
I'm enjoying life. Listen, I appreciate you breaking everything down about the ethnogenesis.
Yes.
And this is something very important when we're peeling back the onion layers, if you will, and we're having to specifically delineate, and this is why we specifically delineate. It is because of what we have in our DNA that makes us unique and makes our lineage unique and distinct from the Caribbean blacks and from the continental
Yeah.
Africans. When I go into and I enter into rooms with other Black Americans who see this, we can dismiss this Pan African brainwashing foolery. And it works because you have to put out there to the Pan Africanist. If you look at our genetic structure, you look at our physiological structure, in addition to our social, cultural, and historical aspects, we are a unique people.
Yes.
And, and that bothers Pan Africanists more than anything else. That really gets under their skin because they have nothing concrete that they can use to tie in whatever ideological nonsense that they're using to justify propping up this whole idea that Black Americans, freedmen and freedwomen, have anything in common with continental Africans and people from the Caribbean. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, this is to hit on some good points, man. Again, they always try to force that thing, and it's always when they try to force that Pan African stuff, it's always some non-FBAs doing that. You see, because see, when we acknowledge our FBA lineage and indigenous lineage along with the African lineage as well, see that threatens Pan African control over the Black historic narratives. See, when we acknowledge indigenous roots and foundational Black American history, see, that shifts power away from the Pan African gatekeepers who try to speak for all Black people. You understand? And basically, when they try to speak for us, it's all about, yeah, Black people have suffered, so give us some money so we can give it to Africa. You dig? Give us some more immigrant benefits because, yeah, we all Black, yeah, Pan African. So, yeah, give us some benefits when we get over there with the FBAs. You see? So that they don't like that. They don't like that we are claiming our ethnogenesis because, see, they think, well, it's going to cut off the goodies for them. That's going to cut off all of them damn benefits that they've been getting under Pan Africanism. Pan Africanism, we don't rock with it like that now because basically all that means is them coming over here eating off us. Tell me what else does it mean in practical terms? Let's just be real. The Pan Africans ain't never over in Africa. They ain't never there. What you see a bunch of Pan Africans over here making videos about us. The FBA niggas, I hate them. They hate Africa. You're in Ohio, brother. You were in Cincinnati chilling. You're not even in Africa. You over here. You see? So listen, when we claim our foundational Black American lineage, see, that dismantles the whole idea and that narrative that we owe our culture to Africa. That's been another con game because we used to fall for that bullshit. We sit up here and we've created all of these different cultures and all of these great things, and then we've basically attributed all of it to Africa. We let the dominant society and Pan Africanists pick it up and then attribute it to Africa. Everything we did, we had to give it to some African tribe. And no, because see, that's where the culturalist narrative comes from. We set up here giving all of our stuff away and not claiming it as our own ethnic group, while other groups are looking at themselves as different. We're giving away all of our inventions, all of our culture, and then they turn around, well, look, nigga, I have everything and you have no culture. And you see, we say, you know what? Let's do this because we started noticing something. We sat up here giving all of our stuff to Africa and attributing things to them, thinking that we got some big global unity thing. And the minute these people get anything positive, the minute they win an award, the minute they get a PhD, the minute they get a scholarship, all of a sudden they go out of their damn way to differentiate themselves from us. Uh, I am Ugandan. Shout out to Uganda. I just won the championship. This is a lovely day for Kenya, my Kenyan people. Boy, you make sure to take your wins and boy, they ran a con game on us, family, for a long ass time. They were taking all of our wins and hoarding it, and then taking all of their wins and hoarding it for themselves. But they ran a con game on us, man. And we said, you know what? Delineation time. Since you're shouting out all of your wins, we're going to do that with all of our wins. We're going to take everything back. We're going to correctly attribute where it all came from. We're going to do some straightening. And now everybody's kicking and screaming. But that's the new norm. That is the new norm, ladies and gentlemen. And they feel like that takes power away from Africans and Caribbeans. Yeah. That's why we need to reconnect. Oh, we need to come together. Yeah, okay. All right, but when you come together, you're gonna respect our lineage. That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna respect FBA lineage. Yeah. Let me get some more folks in here. Shout out to everybody in here. Let's get JD. JD Elliott in the building. What's up, JD? Damn, it's a lot of y'all in here. We in here heavy as hell. We got over 2,000 people in here. What's up, Jay? How are you, buddy?
I'm doing good, man. I was kind of hoping you would piggyback on that from yesterday's caller about that one man Enrico in regards to P. Diddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, because actually that proves his guilty. Because history would have convicted P. Diddy for hiring those thousands of male and female prostitutes. And the reason why is because in 2008, the DC Madam got convicted of the same thing on RICO for hosting a multi-million-dollar prostitution ring. Now, she said she had a black book full of names of Hollywood celebrities, everybody. And they caught a U.S. Senator Vitter, and they caught a Christian conservative because he had to resign. But they allowed her to be free before she got sentenced. And when you know, she got John Epstein in her mother's home. So, and that black book was never heard or mentioned again until I mentioned it. So they failed to charge the wrong person. They failed to charge the escort service. Had they charged the escort service, then the escorts would have been top tiers of a criminal organization. And that would have felt where P. Diddy would have felt guilty to.
No, but they got him because the thing is, he wasn't making money off prostitution. See, hey, I don't know if you're talking about Heidi Fleiss. I don't know. That's
No, Deborah Palfrey.
okay. Okay. Because there's been a couple of high-profile madams where they're making money. That's where the criminal enterprise is. They're making money off the illegal activity. Diddy wasn't making money off of it. He was a trick. He was just tricking off money. And,
Yeah, he was hiring though. That was the part. He was hiring. If he would have hired from Deborah Palfrey, he would have been guilty.
but he's not running the enterprise, though. Yeah, that's the thing. He's not because they were trying to make it seem like Bad Boy was a criminal enterprise, and they overreached. He wasn't. He just wasn't. He wasn't.
Right. Right. Let me bring it back to the Howard Street Boys, because remember what I told you about them about a couple of months ago, and how why the statute that Jesse County Prosecutor Layton used to get those boys locked up for life. That's what I wanted to piggyback on, and that's why I was originally mad, because I felt bad for those brothers. They're still locked up under a normal drug sentencing laws. They'd be out today, because since they tried RICO, they in life for prison. Now that RICO statute is very, very wide. They still have articles on it on Flint Journal. It's Howard Street Boys, RICO, Flint, Michigan. You could pull up that one article, and that RICO statute was it would have dragged P. Diddy in a heartbeat just for doing business with any one of those escorts. That would have pulled him in, because it pulled that one dude. He wasn't even a member of Howard Street Boys. He was just selling crack for them. But when they arrested them all, he fought RICO, saying he wasn't a member of the organization, and under that statute, they convicted him, and he's still in prison for life.
There you go. All right, thank you, brother. He made money off doing something illegal, though. He was making money off the crack, whether he was with the group or not. That's how they kind of tied them all in. They were all making money. Money was being generated from the illegal activity. The thing with Diddy, I knew they weren't going to get him on no damn RICO. Diddy is not making money off the escorts. He wasn't making money off the dudes. Yeah, so that was some shit. They were trying to set a precedent to test how far they could push the RICO. I'm glad it failed, because that would have been a horrible precedent to set. So they were trying to test the limit of that damn janky ass RICO.
I can dig it. I'm on my way.
Where you going, Rootwork Jones?
There's some musty suckers on the streets. I got to go handle that. I got to split, baby. Can you dig it?
When you need to clean the stank off the streets, you don't call your mama. You call Rootwork Jones. Rootwork Jones is a stone-cold dude that keeps the stanky suckers shaking in their boots.
Listen up, chumps. I'm looking for Dolomus. Can you dig it?
Rootwork Jones is getting down to the nitty-gritty, taking on the mustiest sucker in the city.
Dolomust is my name, and staying good and musty is my game. Where is Rootwork Jones?
This is a super soul brother getting rid of the stank. And you can for sure take that to the bank.
Take that, you musty jive turkeys.
When Rootwork Jones is not dealing with drama, he finds time to deal with foxy mamas.
Why don't you come on over here and give me some of that root work, sugar?
Rootwork Jones. He's bold. He's bad. And he's keeping the suckers musty mad. Rootwork Jones coming to a theater near you. Go to rootworkstyle.com.